You are looking at a daily chart of the Nasdaq, which is about 24% off of its highs after it made this head and shoulders type of pattern. Last year topped here at November 22nd, 16,212. And there's the other shoulder here. But from this sell-off here, if you believe in the three wave down theory, there's the first wave down, and this rally back up near it's 200 simple moving average. You know, that type of rally is going to shake some people out and force the shorts to cover before it starts this second leg down. So we're in the midst of this second leg. But within this down trend of the Nasdaq, when it makes a low, it rallies back up, makes a low, rallies up, makes a low, rallies up. So we're here at another low. And so I expect maybe another rally up before, continuing the last leg down, hopefully last leg down. So anyway, one leg here, rally up. We're in the second leg. At some point it will rally. But the Nasdaq is the index that is getting hit hardest because it has the high valuation growth stocks, which has been hit hard. You're looking at Cloudflare, which was 65% off its high before earnings on Friday, and it was down another 15%. Yeah, it is now a cool 70% off of its high. There's a lot of stocks like this from 2020, 2021 darlings that have just topped and have now just sold off. Etsy's one, Shop is another one. You have to stay away from these stocks. I know they're very popular on Twitter and people like to talk about them, but these things are gone and they're not coming back. Here's a DocuSign. Roku's another popular one. Teladoc, Kathy Woodstock, just in a free fall. So those are the stocks not to own. What can we own? I respect the people that just go to cash and they want to stay out of this market and wait for an uptrend. That's fine. But if you want to own stocks, there are stocks to own, and they're mostly in the oil and gas industry. Here's a Devon. You can see it just pulls back to its 50 every month or so, gives you a little opportunity, and it keeps grinding higher. If you just take a look at the weekly chart, it's a pretty easy hold. And if you want to add, just buy on that red line there. Until things change, that's a trend that you want to stick with. I don't see it changing, but Coterra is the same way. They're oil and gas stock as well. Got a exposure to natural gas, pulls back to the 50. You can buy it. It's making these higher lows and it just continues to grind higher. If you take a look at the weekly, form this little base here, and it's not near a base at all. It's just grinding higher. Occidental is another one, but they report earnings tomorrow, and it's formed this little I don't know, you call it a pennant or whatever, a flag, a little channel after this big run. I would expect good earnings tomorrow. If you look at the weekly, base on base on base, grinds higher, buy on the pullback to that pink line again, like all these other oil and gas stocks. It doesn't do it as often as Devon, but it did it here recently. And it was an opportunity to get into this stock. ConocoPhillips, another U.S. oil and gas or international oil and gas exploration stock. Number 3 group does the same thing, pulls back to the 50. It's your opportunity to buy. It actually traded below it and rallied through it. This is a huge opportunity as ConocoPhillips has made a new high. Chevron is another huge company, oil and gas integrated stock, the number 5 group. It's traded in this little channel here, pulled back, traded below its 50, now has rallied above it. And that looks like this consolidation after this nice run. It's flagging, and probably a good time to buy this stock. Same with ExxonMobil, very similar in this channel, near a buy point. That looks actionable. Shell, pretty similar action here. This looks actionable. These are slow stocks. They're not going to run away from you, but you can see it's getting support. Here at this is 50 simple moving average. Every time it trades below it, it's a buy and trades higher. All oil and gas stocks are not the same. You just can't buy anyone. Here's a Callan, which is just going nowhere. It's traded sideways for 6 months. So you don't want your money doing that. You want your money appreciating. Here's Matador kind of doing the same thing. It traded below the 50 and now is trying to rally back up. So we'll see if it can do that. I have a feeling it will. But like I say, all oil and gas stocks are not the same. We want to stick with the winners. My favorite is Devon, very consistent pattern. If you want to own something in this market, buy this thing when it pulls back to its 50 simple moving average, which is about $60 right now. Anyway, we never give up.